All right. So I just saw this quick little post, and we've already done this thread before, but this was just a one answer that was crazy hilarious.
Okay.
You ready? It's pretty violent.
Sure.
Most embarrassing sex moment. Let's go.
Embarrassing sex moment?
This guy said, nutted while putting the condom on.
Wow. That's you. Like, that's you and yourself. You didn't even, like, touch her yet. I at least give people the benefit of the doubt. Like, you know, I've only seen this in, like, movies and stuff. They'll be like, they touch your leg and they're like, ah. Oh, God, that's never happened. But you touched yourself. Wrap it up, King. Wrap it up.
I just imagine him trying to put it on and it just spilling all over the place.
Spilling. Eesh. That's crazy.
How down bad do you have to be for that to be the case? If you're not like a teenager.
Yeah, I was about
like,
to say, if it's never happened
into
before.
it. Somebody said the condom was asking for it.
Wow. What? How'd you put it on? Like, well, how'd you even touch yourself to put it on? That's not even like an enjoyable experience.
Because don't you gotta like roll it up?
Yeah,
so
but
maybe
what?
during the rolling process, it was like
that nigga just needed human touch.
What if she was just like making it clap and jump and slap and flop all over the place?
Have you ever done that? Have you ever made somebody bust before they even did anything?
So, yes, but also the only time that happened that I know of is on the dance floor.
Okay, that's
I know
different.
he like
That's different.
he went in his pants on the dance floor, but I don't know if I've experienced that to where like he was just like trying to and just start, you know, it was like once as soon as penetration happened, it was one pump and out.
Ah, you one-pump somebody.
But the thing is, I didn't know at the time that that's what happened. So the way it happened, like pump, and he left the room and left the house.
Oh, he didn't even
left.
say anything to you?
Nope, he left. So
Player.
I was
He
like,
said, got what I needed.
one pump.
Damn, that is leaving completely is crazy.
It is crazy because it was a vibey situation, and then like it was cool. We was like hanging out, you know. We swam in his pool and everything, and it was like, you know. Then it was time to, you know, get ready and one pump,
Man.
one pump chump. And I didn't realize till later.
I was a 3-ride Trump once. 3-ride Trump.
3-ride Trump.
I said chump. I meant to say chump, but Trump works too, I guess. It's interchangeable. Yeah, I've told this story a bunch of times. It was in high school, and as soon as it happened, I just lied. I said,
the Asian girl,
something.
right?
I said, I heard something. Think your parents are home. She ran out, freaked out, and no one was the wiser. I was good. I was smoking a cigarette in the closet. They're not here? I guess I'll go.
Was she somebody that you went to school with, or like, did you have to see her again after that?
Yeah. It didn't like ruin anything.
Oh, so she was still like, hey, wait,
Well,
like.
When was the last time I hit, actually?
Was that the first time you hit?
It was the second.
Oh, yeah. So she was disappointed.
No, she wasn't. That's the thing.
But she never let you hit again?
Well, I could have disappointed in a different way, but it wasn't sexually because it was like we were about to, and then she freaked out because her parents would not have approved of a nigga at the house. And then she came back, and I was like, everything good? She's like, yeah, I don't think it needs to. I was just like, well, maybe I should get out of here, which is crazy. Like, if it was nothing, I'd be like, all right, let's get back to it.
But you had already inserted, like she had already like
3 rides.
3 rides.
I said, I think I heard something. I think someone's at the door. I think your parents are home. And she had a hat collection. I was trying them on in the closet. I was just chilling. I wasn't even like scared because I knew no one was there. I was just like, doo-doo-doo. She was like, I think you should go.
You already had the post-nut clarity, so you was good. He was like,
out of here. Yeah. Super embarrassing, but I didn't make either of us feel bad, so. And I'm important too.
That's crazy.
All right, what are we talking about today?
Today, I have a thread, and you're gonna go, ugh. All right, fellas, what's something a woman has done that made you fall head over heels? It was so simple, though, something very simple that made you say this. This is crazy.
Well, it's all women to men or men to women?
It said fellas. This is for fellas.
Oh, okay.
This guy says, I took her to introduce her to my mom. My mom has had a stroke, and therefore she didn't keep the house as well as she normally does. Because you know how moms are.
Yeah.
You got to be able to go like this and nothing comes up.
Right.
She said, we walk into the house and we see critters crawling. I tell her I'm going to the store to get some supplies so I can come back and clean. She saw the embarrassment in my mom's face. She did not say a word when I came back. She had already started cleaning. She gave my mom her respect of being a mom and a woman, even in the midst of that. And you have to know Tamika to understand she does not do anything that crawls. So thank you for always giving my mother her dignity. That was dope.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that would have been dope if it was just a dirty house. But the critters can mean anything.
Yeah, but she had a stroke.
Yeah, I know.
So
I'm just saying the element of there being like either roaches or rats and they were still like didn't say anything is very cool.
Yeah, because that's tough.
Yeah.
Would I have done it? Absolutely. I would have helped out. Mm-hmm. Especially under those circumstances. But rats, I'd have been like, okay, let's go outside. Let's get a game plan.
Right.
Let's call somebody to come in and take care of this.
It might be a little bit more urgent than just straightening up.
Yeah. I probably would have seen if we can call a cleaner like right then, come in and, an exterminator or whatever. But that was really nice of her to just get in there and start taking care of stuff. Because we have to be there for our elderly like that. Mm-hmm. I see so many videos of people that their houses just get piled and piled and piled up, and you think they're hoarding, but they just don't have the capacity to clean like that.
No, that's true.
Late night, we went into a gas station together, and somehow, without me noticing, she brought a single rose and handed it to me when we got back to the car. I tried to look cool, but inside I melted like a stick of butter on a hot skillet.
Over a rose?
Y'all like roses?
No. I get the whole thing of like, man, we don't get our flowers, so give us some flowers. And I do like, if somebody gives me flowers, I'm like, oh, wow, that's nice. Mm-hmm. But I'm not yearning for a flower. Like if somebody gave me a sunflower, I wouldn't probably break down. I'm not to take anything away from him. I just don't think that's a common thing, or at least I haven't heard of it.
Pulled his pants down at the gas station, like after getting his rose.
Put it like this: it's a good gesture because it's so backwards. Mm-hmm. But I don't necessarily know if men grew up like, man, ain't nobody gave me a rose in a long time. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe.
I was gonna say we decided to go our separate ways yesterday, so fuck giving her flowers.
Wow, that changed.
Oh shit. This one said, I walked in and she was on her knees praying out loud for me. She prayed for my prosperity and health, and we were just friends. I ain't never had that before.
She prayed for his prosperity?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there had to be some dick slinging. Well, maybe not. You know what? Maybe not.
Or she knew he was coming into the room and shifted as soon as he creaked the door open or poked his head in. Yes, I pray that he gets the best.
He heard it?
He deserves. That's what. Mm-hmm. I walked in and she was on her knees praying out loud for me. She prayed for my prosperity and health, and we was just friends. I ain't never had that before.
If you
set up,
I would not be surprised if it was. But if you think that that's happening, or if it is actually happening, that is very nice.
That is very nice. She was trying to get up out the friend zone.
Using God as a way. God was probably like, you ain't never asked me this.
One day she stayed at my house while I was at work. About 20 minutes before I got off work, she called me and asked if I wanted dinner ready as soon as I got home, or if I wanted some time to decompress first. Our future flashed before my eyes.
She asked either you want food or you want to decompress.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
That's the best one. Because I've never dealt with this, but it seems like a big problem with relationships is like one or the other will be out dealing with something and then they come home and it's more stress.
Right. That's why they say like people will sit in the car for like hours.
Which is like so in the
sad. Driveway.
Yeah. That's like, you know, stories like that, or like I've been on the toilet for 5 hours because I just want a second to myself. That sounds like...
That really is y'all throwing.
Like hell. Huh?
That really
I hear women saying that too.
Women be sitting in the bathroom too?
Hell yes.
Oh I thought that was a man thing. I saw something about like men spend like an extra certain amount of time weekly in the bathroom.
No, definitely. But I just don't think it's specific to men. I think everybody just gets like, oh, I need a second. I mainly hear it with like moms. They're just like, man...
For sure.
Let me get away from me.
But you know, the bathroom is not a safe place for moms.
Right. But sometimes, I get it.
Yeah, like they go in there and everybody comes with them. Even the dog.
Trying to shit. Doing a fucking little dance in front of you.
Even dad comes in like, you know, what you doing in here? And then the kid comes in to ask mom a question, dad right there. And she's like, hold up.
That's why I don't believe in man caves.
Oh, yeah. She paid for the movie tickets on our first date, and we were together for more than 12 years until she passed away.
Oh, man. That's so sad.
Yeah.
It's one of them movie flashbacks. I'll pay for the ticket. Honey, 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 honey. Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's like in the beginning of the movie, they always show like the best, the most beautiful lit woman ever, smiling.
Always doing some weird shit, like playing under the covers. Come back to bed, honey.
Running through a field, sunshine.
Yeah, shit that you would only do in a flashback. You would never do that in real life.
Right.
Am I remembering her different?
Right.
The hell did we play under?
Cut out the part where she had an allergic reaction to the flowers in the flower field.
That's crazy. Like, when were we playing under white sheets?
Oh, this one's cool. She put Coke in her refrigerator, but she loves Pepsi. She knew I was coming by, and she made sure that there was Coca-Cola in there. Sometimes it's really that small.
Sure.
Like, if I don't drink ginger ale or whatever, but I know you're coming, and I make sure to include that, it's just the smallest of gestures.
I'm getting some prestigiousness. Is that a word? Prestigiousness? I'm getting... He's a little uppity because those two things are way too close. Like, oh, you have Pepsi in here? I need a Coke. Like, come on, man. Chill out.
But what if he wasn't like that? What if he was just like, you know, she was like, what?
Your example was better because it was like, I don't drink ginger ale, but I'll have ginger ale. But it's like you sure you don't just want some Pepsi? Those are really close, but I get it. There's a different taste. Especially if it's Mexican Coke. That's top tier.
Ooh, yeah.
That's top tier.
At the time, she was in between jobs and I wasn't aware, but she used her last bit of money to get flowers and cook us something special for Valentine's Day, and she didn't ask for anything. A year or two later, I was lost in myself and everything that I was experiencing, and she sat me down and asked me what my goals were, and up until then, I never really thought about it, of course, and I had tons of things I wanted. I had in life goals. There is not one single period in this entire paragraph, so a year or two later, I was lost in myself and everything that I was experiencing, and she sat me down and asked me what my goals were, and up until then, I never really thought about it. Of course, I had tons of things I wanted. I had life goals, but no career goals. I had to go home. I didn't want to, though. Yeah, like I said, that entire thing, there was no periods. So It just seemed like she used her money, her last money, to get him a gift, and then she motivated him to start working on his goals. Which is good.
Good woman, yeah.
My long distance boyfriend said when I sent him a love letter in the second week of knowing each other, he was never given anything in other relationships. A love letter? Love letters are cool, but it's long distance. Anything's going to be a love.
You're making me read. I could see why letters are romantic. I don't know.
Well, I could see, I don't know, a long distance relationship and a love letter for me is kind of like everything is, I don't know.
Write it on a plane ticket. Doing this shit.
He said, we went to Vegas and I lost my wallet on the way back home, and she laughed and said, I got you. Okay. Yeah. Somebody who will handle it.
On the way back from Vegas or on the way to Vegas?
It says on the way back from.
Oh, so I got what?
Back home.
We done already went to Vegas.
Maybe they needed gas.
I don't know. I got you from the Uber to the airport to home.
Right. He said, easy. She said, I'm proud of you and I respect you. That right there gave me strength and intense desire to do more for her. It made me not just want, but need to be on my best behavior. I needed to make sure I provided for her in ways she never experienced.
Dope.
That's good.
Yeah, for sure.
Ladies, tell these niggas you respect them and you're proud of them.
I mean, a lot of dudes are just sad, man. Like, it's a lot of pressure out here. So sometimes that's all. Especially if a dude grew up not hearing that ever. Sometimes that's just simple as it.
I feel like, I feel like, and I could be wrong, but I feel like when you really, really like love a man or you really fuck with that man, you say that shit like already. It's the niggas that you don't like, you're not sure of, that you like, oh yeah, I respect you, blah, blah, blah. That stuff doesn't really come to mind because maybe deep down you don't. And that can be a sign for some people that, for some men that, maybe she's not as into you. If she doesn't automatically think of like motivating things to say to you, like I respect you, blah, blah, blah.
Do you think people just, sometimes they don't communicate like that?
I just feel like.
I think all women think that all women are expert communicators and y'all not.
No, but I think that you treat men that you're definitely like in love with or you like or you have strong feelings for. I think you treat them differently than men that you're not.
I'm just saying straight up saying stuff like that. Sometimes some people don't do that, even though they feel that way.
I don't know. I feel like that stuff comes out when you really have those deep feelings for someone. You kind of tell them like, hey, I respect you, or I respect what you have going on, or there's something that usually comes across like she fucks with what I do. But when you not, and I can speak from experience, when you don't respect what somebody does, even though you might like them, but you don't like throw some of that stuff out there. You kind of, like, let me not do that because then I'm not being honest.
Right.
And I think there's a lot of women who don't respect what the guy that they're with, don't respect them. And so that's not good. You're not going to hear them say it.
Right.
So.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And I'll just do this last one. She left her girls' night out to come take care of me when I felt sick. And the same girl also paid for our first date and gave me gas money when it was the way that she did it. So after I paid for the meal, we walked out to our cars. That night it was cold, so we sat in my car for a few before she left and put some money on the passenger side floor. And I didn't realize it until she texted me and said, thank you for tonight. I left you something on the floor in your car. She left me $60. Oh. I was so surprised at that amazing woman. Sadly, her ex killed her. R.I.P.
Whoa.
That was a turn I didn't expect.
Jesus Christ.
So her ex killed her. Maybe that kindness. Sometimes when you're with a woman who's kind and, puts up with your shit until she doesn't anymore, like some people don't know how to live after that. It's like you took advantage of everything that she was giving, and now that it's gone, now it's like, if I can't have you, nobody else.
I was just about to say that mindset is one of the scariest mindsets ever, because it's like you would think that the bare minimum of sanity is like, damn, I fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
The one that got away, you know. Some people, that is not the bottom.
Right.
It's like, I'd rather us both be dead.
Right.
Which is the worst mindset you could have. That is insanely scary.
Like, I don't understand. Like, why not take care of that when you have it? If you recognize that if you don't have it, you're going to lose it. Like, for me, if I have a guy that's doing everything and loving me, and I love him, why would I do shit to make him become my ex? And then when I see that he's giving another girl that treatment that I miss, I'm like, nah, fuck that nigga. Yeah. Like, no. You gotta let that go. But I mean, you can't expect rational behavior from irrational people.
I think that's what growing up is like you thinking, okay, these are the rules. Everybody thinks this way. This is how you maneuver that. And then you just see that how many people are out lying because of something crazy that happened to them, or just like their mental states. It's just like some people are just not living the same. So you could do everything right and still end up in a situation like that. It's pretty horrible. Girl. Damn, yeah, that sucks. It seems like the common denominator between a lot of these is just like something as simple as like saying something that they wanted to hear, which is pretty big, you know, helping out and like nurturing. So it's like kind of like it seems like it's all so simple, but it's rare. So I guess it's not, you know.
Honestly, I think it's soft life. A lot of this behavior comes from the soft life. I love you. I respect you. You know, I'm proud of you. Like, you're the hardest working man I know. A lot of that stuff comes from women experiencing soft life. You know, like when you give that type of love to someone, in my opinion, when you give love, and you make a person's, like, you help make a person's life easier. Like, there's certain like things that you can focus on in the soft life that you can't when you like trying to grind and like get it together for yourself and your family. But when you're provided for or whatnot, a lot of that stuff comes from soft life, and recognizing his attempt to give the soft life.
And the soft life that's like a new internet craze.
Yeah,
or something, right?
It's just like allowing your femininity to really shine, allowing that nourishment, the nurturing to kind of take over. When you're like struggling, or like you're unhappy, or, you know, dealing with lying and cheating and, you know, not being cared for. It's like a lot of you can't, how can you have the soft life? How can you really allow that femininity to really shine? But when that is nurtured, that femininity is like really like, you know, pushed, and he allows you to just like be soft, be a woman. You don't have to argue, you don't have to fight, you don't have to think about, you know.
Am I mistaken? I thought that every time I hear soft life, it's kind of attached to like getting an athlete or like a rapper. Is that usually the case, or have you seen it like that? Or is that just 100% like because he's rich? Because I thought that would. Now I'm confused, because that usually comes with some arguing and some turmoil.
No, I don't think the soft life has anything to do with an athlete or
a sugar daddy
or a rich dude. I think the soft life has to do with a man who takes care of you mentally in every aspect that he can to allow you to experience a softer life.
Oh, you know? So that's y'all version of Be His Peace.
Soft life, yes. Yeah, you can say that.
So okay, for sure. Because like the only thing I can relate it to, then you just broke it down perfectly, is like what we were talking about. I don't know if it was this episode or the last, how some men feel like they're at work all day and then they come home to like crazy problems, arguing, even if that's not the case, even if they bring that, you know. But you're basically just saying like with everything else going on, if within the relationship it's all good, you can kind of breathe a little bit.
Yeah, like it allows you just so much grace to be able to handle like certain situations. Like if he does come home and he's stressed out or whatever, if you're living that soft life, you already kind of know what to do to kind of like help get him through that. So like you're allowed to be that nurturing partner to your partner when they're giving. So it's like a give and take, you know, a give and give. So you know, because they always talk about how masculine we've become, you know, over time. And it was saying you don't need no man, but then blah, blah, blah. But when you're able to like allow that femininity to kind of flourish in your relationship, then it's generally considered the soft life. And, you know.
I have a weird theory.
I'm scared.
I don't know if this is right. I don't even know how you guys are going to feel about this.
Uh-oh.
I think y'all have always been masculine. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. All right. When you think of just human history, there was a lot of tribes and stuff we learned about where it's like
hunter-gatherer.
Exactly.
The lionesses.
We were bigger. So we go out and we fight, blah, 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 ooga booga. And you guys take care of the like the village, the kids, all that kind of stuff. But if you think about it, y'all pain tolerance is crazy higher than us, right?
I'm not gonna fight you on this. I'm absolutely not gonna fight.
Y'all pain tolerance is crazier.
Yeah.
Think about getting sick. Niggas get a sniffle, we home all day.
Y'all
deal with pain and between like childbirth and like periods and all that kind of stuff. Y'all just deal with a lot more. But I almost feel like, what if we put y'all in that role to feel better about ourselves? Because it's like, if you think about lions, like the women are the only hunters. Niggas going to just be smashing.
They come and take the food too.
Like the women go out and hunt. So I'm wondering if it was like a defense mechanism that's like, no. It's almost like how men don't want y'all to open the pickle jar. It's like, no, let me do it. Because it's like we want something. We want to do something. So it's when I think about how niggas had to go off to war, and that's what started the whole like housewife don't do anything. And now I see like kind of like how niggas use finances as a more of a trap than anything. Like, you don't pay for anything, I pay for everything. And then it's like, gotcha. It seems like every opportunity that y'all got to step up and do like masculine shit, y'all become better than us. Even like the workforce. So it's almost like all of that was put into place to like be like, no, just have our babies and don't do shit. And now it's like, yeah, I do stuff. But like, it's weird. Like there's so many, even down to like what we're seeing in Hollywood now. It's like when y'all are given the chance to do this stuff, y'all kind of put boxers on and do it at the same level, if not better.
And I think that there's a specific population of women who's like, I don't want to be masculine. If I'm in my relationship, I want to give you the feminine side. I want you to experience, you know, my femininity. I want to be soft with you. I want to be soft with myself. I want to, you know, if I want to put on makeup every day and look beautiful for you, like I want to be able to do that. If I want to be able to experience my femininity in its full form.
Yeah.
Versus having to have so many like masculine attributes to whether it's like keeping a wall up emotionally, mentally, you know, having to figure out what your intentions are with me. What are your motives? Can I relax around you? Can I just be me? Yeah. And I think with a lot of women, our femininity is just being able to be ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, and I know that I recognize the difference in soft life versus hard life.
Right.
And yeah, I used to be like a lot more argumentative. I know, like combative. And that was some of the feedback I got in past relationships. Like, you too combative. And I'm like, well, shit. The rest of my life is here. I'm out here grinding. I'm hustling. I'm out here like trying to make a way. Right. So soft, feminine. Like, let me put that shit to the side and like, So
yeah, I mean, I think it's weird to think about, but we're hearing it more in conversations just because like men are being more open about mental health. There's a lot of things that you said that I've heard come from a man too, like if life is hard, you are out there kind of just like, sword and the shield, like, and then if you get a chance to just be like, everybody wants that. You see like a lot of men talking about like just breaking down and or like just like being like vulnerable.
Men love our baby voice too.
That's the weird thing too. You see the biggest UFC dude hit his girl up and be like, "Hey, Ray, what's up? How you doing? What's up?" And some weird nickname like, "Hey, what's up, kitty cat? What's up,
getting coddled?"
Everybody just want a break from all this getting jumped out there 24/7. Everybody just want to, but it's crazy because everybody's looking at each other with these tough images, like,
thinking about, I can't
they close the door. They're like, "Oh, put on Bad Girls Club."
Love Island.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
for sure. That was your thread, right?
That was.
Is there more?
No.
Oh, that was it?
I read the last one.
That's a good thread. All right, so we're gonna try this little remix and do these facts at the end. We're just trying new stuff.
Yeah,
that's what my new content goals are. Is just trying new stuff. So we're doing the facts at the end, and I have one about one of the first known music pirates.
What? Okay, let me hear it.
I've never heard of this until today.
Yeah.
This dates back
Is it Soulja Boy?
No, way before. This goes all the way back to the 1630s.
Damn!
So in the 1630s, the Vatican guarded a piece called Miserere me du, which is a composition that was only played in the Sistine Chapel. So we've been to the Vatican. You see how uppity they are over there. They're just like, no, this is ours. Okay,
right.
So there was a composition that was only played in the Sistine Chapel, and this was a secret that was kept for 140 years until, guess who? A 14-year-old Mozart. He walked in that bit. He heard it 2 times. He memorized it, transcribed it, and he became one of the first known music pirates.
Period.
You know how impressive that is?
That's crazy.
Even if you heard something 100 times, mesmerizing it and just like
memorizing
it. Do I keep saying mesmerizing?
Yes.
It's probably mesmerized too. But I can't imagine. I don't have a great memory, but to just hear a song and then just write all that shit down.
To be able to, yeah.
That's like he was like a X-Men low key.
Cause when did they start writing music down? Like who invented music writing? Because when you find out about that, it's like, oh shit, was he listening and he was like writing the lines and the notes and like, that's insane.
Yeah, that's
to be
crazy.
able to do just off of listening to it 2 times.
No, that's crazy. No, he was insanely talented. He was 14 years old too. Like a 80-year-old man who's been like, I've been doing music my whole life, doing that is still impressive. But 14 years old. I was about to say you're not old enough to drink, but in the 1630s, you probably had a full family and drank whatever you wanted by 12.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's crazy. Shout out to Big Motzi.
Big Motzi. Was he black?
No, I don't think so.
That was Beethoven?
They say that, yeah.
But a lot of historical figures were black.
I mean,
and were whitewashed.
They're knocking noses off of sphinxes left and right. So,
like a lot of those, like they appear to be white in pictures, but they have on makeup. Some of those, like black guys, they have on white makeup so that their accomplishments would be recorded as white.
Which is so just like, bro, just give it to us. Relax. But yeah, he said he transcribed the entire complex piece from memory after only hearing it 1 or 2 times.
That's crazy. I love that.
No, that's insane.
Shout out. Mine will be quick because I know we're running out of time. In 1973, this man learned to exit his physical body. He mentally traveled to Jupiter and described its rings. 6 years later, NASA's Voyager 1 confirmed every detail he reported. CIA immediately classified it, but what he discovered about his consciousness will terrify you. His name is Ingo Swann, born in Colorado, a painter, not a scientist.
What?
But with one strange skill, he could exit his body at will. Swann called it remote viewing. Scientists called it impossible until they tested him at the Stanford Research Institute. The first experiments, researchers gave him random coordinates on Earth. He described mountains, buildings, underground bunkers, all from thousands of miles away in real time. The big leap was, what if we gave him coordinates in space? The target was Jupiter. In 1973, NASA's Pioneer 10 had passed by, but most data was still unknown. Ingo's Jupiter session, he described rings around Jupiter, a thin atmosphere of hydrogen, helium, and crystals, giant storms and lightnings, mountains on its moons. Scientists rolled their eyes, especially at the rings. Voyager's flyby in 1979 flew past Jupiter, saw faint rings exactly where Ingo said, composition matching his description, massive volcanic activity that he had predicted. Suddenly, his fantasy was science. CIA steps in, NASA stayed silent. The CIA classified his Jupiter session, then invited him into a secret Cold War program, Stargate. Remote viewing for espionage. For 20 years, Swann worked with the physics and intelligence officers, Soviet nuclear sites, Chinese missile tests, hidden underground facilities, billions spent, intelligence gathered without even leaving the room.
They weaponized that nigga immediately.
Immediately.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yep.
Spy for us. Jesus, I just told you about Jupiter. Nah, tell us what the Russians are doing. Like, bruh.
Right? It's crazy. That's what we do, though. You know, when we find out somebody's extraordinary, them movies are not just based off, bullshit.
Oh, that's
I bet you there's some superheroes with super strength and all kind of shit around the world. And it's just, as soon as they found out, they hid it from us. But he further claimed his consciousness went further to other dimensions, non-human intelligences, civilizations invisible to our senses, and this terrified the CIA. The core idea, according to Swann, was consciousness isn't bound by space or time. The brain isn't the source, and it's an interface. We are limitless awareness temporarily in bodies. And then the threat was, if humans understood the true reach of their consciousness, governments could never control them.
That is scary. I wonder what it looked like. Was he dreaming, or was he like, did it look like a possession where his eyes was rolled? Like, I wonder how it came to him. Like, because it's almost impossible to be like, man, did I just make that up? Like, if I thought I was going to Jupiter, I could probably tell you a bunch of details, but I'm pretty sure I make them all up.
Right. And then when they go through and they see like, oh shit, like what if you thought you made them up and then they went and saw it and was like, hold up.
That's why you had to have an insane amount of confidence to just be in science, period, because they was putting niggas in jail. Mm-hmm. Like, the people would be like, everything is circling around the earth. Mm-hmm. And then a nigga would be like, actually, I think it's the sun. And be like, prison for the rest of your life.
Right.
You're miserable. And then 100 years later, a whole group of different people would be like, hey, Pat was right. That's crazy. And that's it. I would have had a better life if I didn't say anything.
Right.
But it's just like being right. Secret. Some people are just like, no, I mean, you can kill me, but this is how it is. And they're like, and I'm like, ooh, on second look.
It's like, why not just let people have it? Like, we would be so much better off.
Or just be excited to learn.
Right.
It's like, oh my God, I just found this out. And they're like,
we're going to use this for evil.
Like, what? I thought the point was learning.
Did you stuff ammunition in?
I was just saying, because it's probably old, But shoot, it's probably like that now. It's like, oh, really? Drone shot. All right. Yep. Well, what's today? November something?
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's kind of too far in the month to say Happy November, right? Can you say Happy November?
No, we're 2 weeks in. So yeah, next week is probably
flub all that. Happy November, you guys.
Happy November.
Happy November. What you got coming up?
more fittish adventures. Check out my YouTube, youtube.com/@Persephone. 2 eyes at the end. And I have all kind of fun stuff. I'm doing clothing hauls as well. So I'm going to try to jump into some more gaming.
Please.
And I'm really trying to schedule content to be more consistent.
That's the first step.
Yeah.
Yep. And we're all struggling with it. Consistency is tough.
Mm-hmm.
On my end, Planet Sandwich is airing every single week. It's my live show. Also, Cloud Quest is kind of my out and about show. And check out protectyourlight.com. We just had a cool little run of Halloween stuff. And now I am back in the production seat. We're making some new stuff. Planet Sandwich, live every week. Check it out. All right. As always, I'm Patrick Cloud.
And I'm Persephone.
We'll see you guys next week. Bye. Thank you, Threadheads.